Okay, 5 a.m. and we are on a road trip. Sadly, this will definitely not be my only stop at a gas station. We have about a 12-hour drive, and in about 10 hours, I need to make sure to pick something up. But we are headed down to the Lonestar Showcase. The Lonestar Showcase is put on by Josh Roman with American AF. Fantastic guy. He has put his heart and soul into this event, and it's all about dumpsters and dumpster rentals. The great thing is, it's like one of those trade shows you'd go to for any industry, but this one's more niche. It's really for the guys that are about our size in business and get to network together. But the only problem is, I'm driving the Kenworth all the way there. And if I had one complaint about this truck, it is that it's on springs. This is not an air ride truck. I'm hopeful that at about hour 10, I'll pick something up that might add a little bit of weight to the ride, making it a little bit more enjoyable. 5 hours in. This poor girl's gonna need a wash before anybody can see her. Ugh. That's not shiny enough. Fuel is nice and cheap in Missouri, so we're gonna make sure we get her all nice and full. I saw a Chick-fil-A right across from the gas station. Can't resist it. Well, looky there. Well, I wasn't driving this Kenworth down here because, you know, it had good gas mileage or anything. Making the trip even more worth it. If you guys follow the channel, you know this is actually the second time that we have been to Max D's headquarters. The last time we were actually here visiting because we were picking up the Kenworth and the bed that Max D built for it. This system is something that they're beta testing, and they asked us for their help. So we're putting it through a lot of real world testing, but in order to do that, we need to continue to grow the business. But in order to test it, we've got to actually put it to work. And our business is growing, so that means we need more cans. And I just love this army green color. I think it fits the rolling operations, kind of has a military sound to it, something I didn't put together until recently, but I like it. And I think this color might become the new color for the entire brand. Yeah, I kind of let it sit here a while. There we go. Home stretch, y'all. Home stretch. Here we go. After 12 hours of being on the road, this thing just needs a little help before we set it out for people to take a look at. That looks a little better. I'm bummed I didn't know anybody that had a sticker shop near here. I would have got these branded before I parked the truck for everybody to look at.
Logistics, if there's something else you need, then certainly let us
repair parts when they're needed, but 20 plus years of use.
And I'll tell you what, when you get out and you network and you get out of your shell and you shake hands, you make sure to talk to as many people as you possibly can. That's the kind of thing that makes this kind of event successful.
Every business owner out here started your business. Yeah, sales minus expenses results in profit. You subtract out the expenses you incur, and what's left over is profit.
All right, dude. How was it? In your mind, was it the event you hoped it to be?
Man, I'm kind of my biggest critic, right? So.
All right, I'm already gonna tell you. It was fantastic.
Okay. There's always room to improve, is what I was gonna say. But I think,
yeah,
it was incredible.
I think the turnout was bigger than I expected. The engagement was way more than the year before. Mm-hmm. The value was higher. Having somebody outside the industry to come in and speak broadly about business in general, I chicken scratched so many notes. That in itself, I needed to be here for.
That's so, bro. That makes me feel good. Like it gives me goosebumps. Like I shit you not. Like literally, my entire goal for this event was just to provide as much value as I possibly could to both the attendees and the vendors. Right? I wanted people to come here and be like, well, damn, I have a lot of stuff that I can go home and implement in my business. Let's put this stuff to work. So that's it, man. That was my whole goal for this event.
Yeah, and my favorite part was you weren't picky about the vendors. You weren't catering to pushing a certain agenda. You had competitors here, side by side, talking to other customers that, you know, you were letting everybody hear every vendor had a chance to tell their story, what they're here to provide.
But at the end of the day, it's not my job to tell you how do you run your business or what
product you have to have.
You should use or whatever. I use my products based on my business and what I like, and it doesn't mean that just because I have one doesn't mean I'm married to it either. Like, I like to have the options, and I think everybody should have an option to pick who they work with.
Competition's good for vendors. Competition's good for us. I mean, look at just two side-by-side things right there.
Yep.
You got a trailer, you got the truck. I know you've got two other trucks sitting over here of yours. We run our business completely different.
Yep.
But that doesn't mean we're completely different. Our successes are completely different.
Yep.
But we're both successful.
Dude, we run our businesses completely different, but at the end of the day, we are still brothers in this business.
Yeah, the entrepreneurial spirit's there regardless.
Yeah. And I want to see you succeed just as much as I'm sure you want to see me and all these other guys succeed. So at the end of the day, like, whatever we got to do to help these guys, dude, I'm all down. I'm all for it. Bro, I can't thank you enough for you showing
That wasn't this was for.
No, for real. I cannot thank you enough for you showing your support for coming out here, dude. Like, it means the freaking world to me that you took your time out of your busy ass day, right? All the stuff that you got going on to come out here and show your support. Like, no cameras, no bullshit, all bullshit aside, dude. You are a true friend, and I really appreciate you.
Here's the thing, Josh is a true friend for me. We're halfway across the country from each other, but at the end of the day, I've watched this guy grow significantly. I've watched him make moves, and I just sit back and with a smile on my face. There's no competition between us, and it's so great to see another guy succeed, even if we're both doing it completely different. And that's the cool thing is you get guys together doing things differently, sharing knowledge and sharing innovations, and you just get to see an industry grow.
At the end of the day, we're doing things differently, but you're still throwing the same trash that I'm trying to throw away.
Yeah, we're both.
It don't matter what you're throwing it in.
Tossing trash for sure, but the amount of time and effort that Josh has put into this event, I cannot stress enough, was incredible. And you do not owe a single person in the industry anyway for anything, but you're putting out an incredible show and providing an opportunity for all of us to be here. And I'll talk for everybody. Thank you. That's all there is to it. Thank you for providing it, because you don't owe any of us anything. That's all there is to it. You're doing this because you want to. You need to hear that too.
I'm humbled because I appreciate you.
You could leave everybody in the dust here. You've got the amount of people in Texas that are here, your competitors, and you're putting a show like this on. You don't have to do that. You know it.
I appreciate that, man.
So
I do.
We're gonna get on the road from here.
We're done.
Despite the fact that I should probably be calling tonight. I'm gonna get a few hours in on the road. I want to get home to the wife and kid. I know you want to get home. You only have 2 hours, but I know you're beat, man. The emotional stress of this, I'm sure, is high, but hands down, worth it. It was an incredible event.
It's finally behind us. Now I don't even want to talk about next year. Let's just recover, recoup, get some rest, make some money, and
see what comes next.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you next year.
Thank you, brother.
I am racing home to give my wife a kiss before work and my kid a hug before school. It was fantastic getting to meet you guys. As you can tell, my voice is absolutely gone. It was an absolute pleasure to meet every single one of you, and I cannot wait to see you guys again and hear about how much your business has grown. I decided to drive all the way back to Illinois. I am actually about 10 minutes away from home, so take a look at this. That is my office view right now. Crazy? Yes. But it gave me a lot of time to reflect. Guys, when you get home, please make sure to spend time with your family, especially if you've been gone for a few days here already. It's the most important thing. From there, make sure to implement as much as you can from the show, otherwise it was useless. Whether that was a tidbit of information you got from somebody else, the keynote speaker, or anything you saw while you're there, make sure to implement. And more than anything, anything, be grateful. It's one of the most important things I'm going to work on this year, is being grateful for what I have achieved and stop worrying so much about what I haven't achieved. It is a part of the process. I'll catch y'all next year. Make the best of it. Woo-wee. 1 hour from home, out in Rushville. It's really hard for some of the customers out here to actually get the bigger companies to come. So we price ourselves as reasonably as we can, and we'll make the trips out, way out in the boonies, even several towns over, and we're still a better deal than those companies that are right down the road. Guys, I cannot tell you how thankful this guy was that we dropped this off. He's had nothing but trouble trying to get this thing dropped off from other companies, and I think he would have paid double, honestly. Perfect example of how just picking up the phone can get you the business, and price isn't as much as a problem. Just pick up the phone, talk to the customer about what their needs are, explain to them in detail the restraints you have of doing something if it's kind of out of your regular service area, and they're willing to pay. While we're out, why don't we take a minute to check in on our big old apartment remodel. If you follow the channel already, you know that this place is my current project, and my big thing is that, well, we're always just trying to improve these properties, and that's what we're actually using most of the dumpster income from. I'm actually blown away because I had no idea one of the contractors is here on the weekend finishing up the last bit of drywall. We did quite a bit more than we kind of expected, but they worked very quickly and it looks so clean. Just in the last few days we've been cleaning up, and as you can see, we need to get one of our own dumpsters over here. If you have been following our journey for a while, you know this place used to be rough. I mean, it was nasty. Come through. So this is the area that needs the most work. Ceiling tiles. And it's pretty warm in here. But it is getting so close to being finished. This area down here is probably going to be primarily used as like a mud room, and you're going to have your washer and dryer over here in the corner for this unit. You get the view of the backyard, which that is kind of a next year project once both units are done. But from there, you actually go up to the living space here. And boy, does this look different. This used to have paneled walls, and there was a wall right here. I'll show you. And it had come all the way to here with a doorway. After debating a really long time what to do here, I think we're tearing this wall out. But I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to make this a 2-bedroom apartment. But when they did that, they kind of eliminated any type of living space. And one of the biggest things was you'd walk through here, it was this narrow hallway, so it was super claustrophobic. The ceiling itself was also about 4 to 5 inches lower. So if you were a taller person, you would be so uncomfortable in here. But now it is to the point that we are so close to making it rentable. Right into the kitchen, kitchenette area, and a big walk-in pantry. Have like a walk-in pantry over here. Kitchenette. Kitchen footprint didn't change much. There's not a lot we can do here because it is a kind of tighter area. That's where the water lines are. That's where the gas lines are. So that's kind of where things are going to stay. Bathroom's a bathroom. Nothing special about it. Again, you guys need to see the potential. The bathroom has been a huge improvement compared to before. We got a decent bit of light. Shower, we got rid of that nasty glass. We just went with the curtain. It's just a kind of more tasteful thing. But we have 1 bedroom here. Looks out onto the street. I really love these types of views in downtown areas. We got a big old walk-in closet right here. Again, a lot of paneling. I would love to kind of see it all become drywall. I feel like a girl would really love this space. You know, some different light fixtures, different ceilings. Back towards the bedroom here, you have one closet to your right. And then sure enough, we left this big old walk-in closet, which definitely could now be used as like a gaming room if you're a big, you know, gamer. There's some little things I need to get taken care of. I need to have an electrician come by and double check the wiring, and I completely forgot about the dang trim. So that is one thing that I need to go back and do. I also think I'll go ahead and replace the outlets that used to be black. It's kind of just a pet peeve of mine. You try to avoid that landlord mentality of just painting over them, you know? This would be perfect for a nurse or even like an Airbnb if we decided to, because there is one of the major hospitals or medical centers in our town. Since all utilities will be included in this unit, it is very likely that we turn it into an Airbnb, because if you guys remember during COVID, the prices those places were paying for nurses to work like as travelers was insane, and this place would be perfect for that. So as I've been working on this property, and like I said, if you followed for a while, you know a lot about it already. I'm not telling you anything new here. I've spent a lot of time here. Having Keegan as a driver has been essential for things like going down to the Lonestar Showcase and allowing me to focus on this. So when I'm not running dumpsters, Keegan's running dumpsters. He's taking care of the whole day. If it's super busy, I jump in the truck, but otherwise I'm here working on the long-term portion of my business. Take a look at this. The grand vision for back here is if I was to maybe work out a deal with this guy or maybe even own the property, this would be a beautiful spot for like a mural in the backyard, because the backyard needs some work. This thing used to just be a jungle. It had a shed back here with some really nasty trash, so we've tore all that out, and this could be something where you string the lights overhead and you can see, you know, just a nice patio area. I think a lot of potential is back here. But one thing I realized is I've dedicated so much time to this property that it's taken me away from the dumpster business and other aspects of my business. But real estate is incredibly important to me, so I need to focus and hyper focus on the most efficient ways to run my business. So I'm currently taking tidbits that I got from the event I was at, and I'm cutting out things that just don't make me money constantly. So if you follow us on social media, you may see us starting to rotate out different types of equipment that we own, rotate out trailers, trucks, stuff, so we can make our business hyper efficient while I also focus on my long-term goal of, you know, building a really nice real estate portfolio. Even though there's somebody in here working, I want to give you a peek at this. This unit is actually already rented. I know the person that's going to live here, and they mean a lot to me, so we have big plans for it. Look at that. It is coming together. There used to be a wall here. I mean, just paneling everywhere with plaster. About, I don't know, 12 different loads of dumpsters came out of here. It's just cleaning up nicely. So next week we start hammering into the back half. That's where the bathroom's gonna go. The kitchen footprint's gonna change. It's gonna get cleaned up significantly. The downstairs unit is probably gonna move faster than the upstairs ever did. But like I said, there's actually a contractor in here burning the weekend oil. The sander turned on, so there's only so much I could show you. I didn't want to interrupt him because I needed to make a video. So we're gonna get out of his way, but I did just want to give you an update on the fact that this place hasn't burned down. We haven't given up on it, but we are finally making some serious progress, because the faster I can get these rented, the sooner I can stop the bleeding, because this really hurts the bottom line of the business when I'm dumping all of that dumpster money into this, but seeing no return for a long time. All right, I just got a text message and I got to check on this guy. I cannot believe what I just saw. Kyle, what are you doing? Oh,
Tires?
No, I don't want those tires in there.
I got like 30 of them.
30? Let me take a look at this.
So we just took over this property about 2 weeks ago. Major rehab project, and more or less we do like a spring cleaning, even though it's fall. and we bring a dumpster in for everyone and say, hey, we'll help you guys get rid of any of your big stuff you need to clean up. But we had someone drop about 30 tires off because I did not tell them, hey, we can't take tires. So
Yeah, but I do feel like everybody knows that, and that's why they had 30 tires.
right, I called Clayton a little bit ago. I'm like, hey, you want 30 tires? I'm gonna hide them in the dumpster
Right at the bottom?
right at the bottom. So,
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, everything looks good, and then all of this is on top.
I just pulled them out.
Oh my gosh, you're a good man. Yeah, man, you weren't kidding. The fun aspects of owning a business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is the new trailer park, and I mean, at the end of the day, at least it's getting cleaned up. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah, it'll get there. It's probably one of the rougher ones around, and that's why I get excited about taking them over, because there's a lot of upside.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do it.
All the equity, opportunity. Do me a favor, when you take this out of here, don't let one of your tenants put it in a different dumpster around town.
It's probably going to happen.
I mean, you're going to tell somebody, hey, come get these tires.
Just look for a rolling ops dumpster around Quincy, go throw them in, it'll be all right. He's
Yeah.
a buddy of mine, he won't care.
Yeah, I won't care one bit.
See ya.
Later, dude. Good luck. Just the price of doing business sometimes, guys. Kyle is an incredibly hard-working dude. He owns quite a bit of real estate in town, and he's very good at flipping properties. And the project he has right here, it's a big one. So it's just kind of one of those things. He gave me a call. He's like, dude, more tires than I've ever seen her in a dumpster. What do I do? And I'm like, well, we can get rid of them, but I mean, even at cost, they're gonna be kind of expensive. You need to figure out another way. And it looks like, you know, he's getting his hands dirty. Kyle's definitely at that one of those points in his business where he can typically pay for anybody else to come in and do work for him. But it's kind of one of those things, there's still things that just sometimes it's easier if you just do it yourself. And he's not afraid to do that. And I know he's got the money to have somebody else take care of it, but it's nice to see him working. Again, another guy on a Saturday, grinding it out. All right, y'all, so not a whole lot of substance to this video today, but a nice update on what we're doing. I'm getting back home, and you know what? It's the weekend. I've had an insane couple days, so I really just need to come home, relax, be with the family as much as I can. But like I said a minute ago, a lot of things coming down the pipeline for rolling operations. I think it's time that we hyper-focus on what we're really good at and double down on the things we know we have potential of building even more. And with that, I mean, I need to make sure I get some brand new dumpsters unstacked. We've got family friends here, so before everybody wakes up, I might try to, you know, get a little bit more work done, but we're gonna get these unstacked, get them to the sticker shop, get those working for us again. Like I said before, there might be some things that you might see disappear from the rolling operations fleet. Just stay tuned, a lot to come, and I hope I have plenty more to show you. I'll catch you in the next one. Keep grinding, but prioritize the important things. I'll see you next time.